Hello, everybody. Nine does. How's everybody doing on this hump day? I hope everybody's doing well. I know you are. I heard you. So, got some stuff to talk about, and this is really important. So, grab a cuppa or a shotta. Just saying. That's my immunity tea because got the sniffles. Not quite a full-blown cold yet, but it's coming. If you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Love me, like me, share me. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're going to leave a comment, please leave your comment, whether you agree or disagree. That's fine. You're allowed to say your piece here. Just don't tear the people up that you're talking about on there. Disagree with the comment, not the personality. Let's put it that way. Okay. So, hangers on, are you ready? Hang on. You're going to need to hang on. Like I said, grab a cuppa, grab a shotta. Mango Moose Knuckle has gone full-on Vladdy Jipudi. Just saying. On October 22nd, Trump signed that executive order claiming that Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization. We all know that is bullshit. We all know Antifa is anti-fascist, and if you're not, you are the F word. So, while he did that, and everyone was concentrating on the shutdown, repeating the buzzwords ad nauseum, Schumer shutdown 500 times a day, and arrest J.B. Pritzker. He should be arrested along with the mayor of Chicago because their cities are on fire. We need to put everything out. Portland's on fire. I got relatives in Oregon, and there is no fires, no nothing. There's not even tire fires. I mean, come on, people. What in the name of Christ? Ugh. And they're going after Letitia James. They're going after Zoran Mamdani, trying to deport him. James Comey, we all know that's bullshit. And every other Democrat that has so much as breathed the name of the Mango Moose Knuckle, because they are running scared. Why else do you think they keep screaming, the sky is falling, the sky is falling? Why else would they be doing that? Why? Because lying is what got him into the White House the first time, and it worked so well. He tried it again this time, and they believed all the lies, and now they're getting screwed harder than they ever have before. Lying worked well enough to get him in the White House, so why should he stop now? He has since put out, and this is the important part, the National Security Presidential Memorandum 7. NSPM 7 is what they're calling it, to counter domestic terrorism and organized political violence. And you'll get where this is coming from in a minute. Have you ever heard of NSPM 6? NSPM 5? No, because usually when those memorandums go out, they are secret. And they stay that way for the duration of the presidency. And the Brennan Center has for a decade worked on the framework for responding to terrorism, both foreign and domestic. Now, this memo/order is terrifying. This addled Richard, Dick for short, is threatening any person or group, media anchor, independent media that vocalizes any views that align with the Christian nationalist, Republican Jesus, authoritarian ideology, and they will be investigated and prosecuted by the regime's DOJ, KGB, FBI. These departments will set up in a building about a block away from the CIA in Langley, Virginia. And NSPM 7 will go after anyone that badmouths the conservative boy who posthumously got the Medal of Freedom at the Rose Garden Club. Yeah. Yesterday, Brett Kavanaugh, you name them, anybody that goes after Alito, I don't know, everybody that's Republican, or any other public figure that has had any violent threats against them. Well, Wouldn't that also include people like Nancy Pelosi's family? She's a public figure. Or Chuck Schumer's. How about Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Adam Kinzinger, Gretchen Whitmore? Do they count? No, because it's mostly right-wing fanatics that perpetrate these crimes against left-leaning political people. But this order is smelling really, really bad. These are First Amendment issues. And Trump knows that the tide is turning against him, from the MAGA faithful on Capitol Hill to the MAGA faithful that he is screwing out of veterans benefits, health care, hospital closings in rural areas, no federal funding for Democrat-run states or cities, even though a ton of Republicans live in those cities and states. He's also reneged on bailing out the farmers until after the shutdown. Why? I don't know. Because the bank obviously isn't frozen like it should be during a shutdown, because he just cut a $20 billion check for that psychopath in Argentina that can't manage his government or his budget. And he held a great big giant concert. As soon as he heard that $20 billion was coming, he hosted a big concert. It probably cost a couple $1 million to bring, but he's getting free money. And apparently he was the headliner, screeching and hollering and doing whatever the hell he was doing up there. And the venue was packed. But I digress. The events listed in NSPM 7 say Antifa is not a series of isolated incidents and have not emerged organically, but rather they are a culmination of organized campaigns of intimidation and violence designed to silence opposing speech, limit political activity, change or direct policy outcomes, and prevent the function of democratic societies. Funny, that's exactly what the Oval Office mafia are doing to America, and this is bullshit. Voldemort Miller, in my opinion, is directing this whole show. And they are bringing the Antifa buzzwords up thousands of times a week until that base finally gets it in their head that they're going to start to believe the hype. Just like, remember, build the wall, lock her up, you name all the slogans that he's done. Democrats are lunatics. So they'll have those. They'll have the base believing the hype, even though the word Antifa means you are against fascism. Of course, unless you're not. In which case, please explain to your grandparents and parents that they died serving a country that is aligned with fascism and they wasted their patriotism in World War II. Go tell them that. Of course, this is an extreme example, but MAGA is telling Americans that being against fascism is a bad thing, and if you are of the Antifa mindset, then you are a domestic terrorist. No, I'm fucking not. There are new hires at that center down the street from the CIA that are going to go through hours and hours of mainstream media newscasts, YouTube videos, FBI, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, to weed out folks that are standing up to being pushed down and, in my opinion, getting robbed of their rightful and paid for benefits by a chief executive like he thinks it's a business. This brings me to the reason, for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion, to why this order was made public. Remember I said they're usually kept secret? On October 18th, there's going to be a nationwide music festival where the No Kings will be playing. And they will take place at concerts all across the United States of America. And it should be the biggest one in American history. It's going to be bigger than Woodstock, people. And MAGA is terrified. Trump needs to have a way to stop people from voicing their disagreements with a disagreeable government that is run by the executive himself. Too bad that Mini Mike I Got No Johnson Scammy Bondi, Cash-App Patel, Pig Hegseth, Scopacent, Howie Lugnut, Witkoff Fuckoff, and the rest of them, they don't have immunity like he does. He will throw them under the bus without a second thought because there are more people lined up to take their place than you can shake a stick at. So when you go to this concert on Saturday, please, please keep your head on a swivel. Look out for whoever you're with. Stay together. Don't wander off. Stay together. And I want you to get a Sharpie. Maybe not a Sharpie. Try another brand. But permanent marker. And I want you to put phone numbers on your skin. If you want to be saucy, you can put a couple phone numbers there. But write it on your skin. Because who remembers phone numbers anymore? Not many people. You got your phone. You click on it, right? They will take your phones. If you get caught up with Homeland and all the rest of them, they will take your phones and they'll be going through it. So you better have phone numbers on your person, literally. I want you to make sure you're hydrated, bring lots of water. I want you to have your ID with you in a safe spot. I don't know. I'm old school. Maybe there's pickpockets in big crowds and stuff like that. Shove it up your arse if you have to. I'm just saying, because that's what my grandmother used to say. If you don't want something stolen, you're going to have to shove it up your arse around here, she said. So please, put it in a safe spot, whether it's on a lanyard, inside your shirt. Keep it on your person. Don't just put it in a bag or in a pocket. I would put it on a lanyard inside my shirt if I were you. But yeah, those numbers on your skin. And maybe you could find the public defender's office and have their number on your arm too. Because sometimes, if you're lucky, they let you have a phone call. So you can call your parents, you can call friends to let them know what's going on. So, stay together, stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, have a lot of fun, because when you're smiling, everybody else is smiling. I want you to be safe. That's the number one thing. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. If you've got a sign, you can also use it as a shield, because if pepper spray or something starts, you can always, right? But if you see something going on, don't go over there. That just makes more people go over there. And then there's everything. And that gives those other bastards a reason to come and get you. Move away from the situation. There are people that will have colored vests on, I'm sure, like security at every concert I've ever been at. And they will deal with it because they're trained to. So please, take care of you first so you can take care of somebody else. Because there's going to be a few people that are going to need it. If you see old people there, help them out. Drag them along with you. Maybe they'll have some interesting stories to tell you. But please, stay safe. That's the number one thing. Do not interact with those. There's going to be, those people are going to show up. There are going to be people trying to intimidate you. Don't let them. Suck it up and keep going. Don't even look at them. Don't even look at them. Out of sight, out of mind. And in their case, got no mind, it don't matter. Just saying. But anyway, yeah, I want everybody to stay safe. Stay healthy. Bring some Band-Aids, bring some stuff. Maybe you might bring a little pint of milk with you in case you get the spray. You know what I mean? Might get the spray. Milk is really good for that. So anyway, take care of you first. Love me, like me, share me. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all very much. And I'll be thinking about you at that big, giant concert. It's going to be great. It will. But you got to make it great. Everybody, like my grandmother said, keep your hands to yourself. 2 ears, listen twice as much as you use this. Anyway, I love you all. Take care of you. Mwah.